How many computers do I currently own? Well, I can give you an answer. Let's get started. I have a whole bunch of computers around my basement that I can go over one by one and show you all of them. And there's even actually a couple computers that aren't even here. They're actually being used currently. So I'll give an example and tell you about those as well. First, let's show you the computers I actually have here. We're going to get the obvious out of the way, and we're just going to start with this. If you want to call my iPad a computer, that's perfectly fine by me. Next computer I'll do is probably this one. This is my Dell XPS 179720. This is my Core i9 system with the Core i9 12900K. This system is pretty powerful. It is in a laptop enclosure, so it gets very hot very fast. So it's not perfect, but it gets the job done. Next we have these two computers over here. These are both MacBooks. As you guys know recently from the recent video, this is my M4 Pro 14-inch MacBook Pro. I love this thing so much. I edit so many videos on this. I'm actually editing this video on that computer right there. The editing machine before this was my 2014 MacBook Pro. This is a mid-2014 with the i7 and 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. This computer has been completely fully reset. It is a clean install. As you can see, it has nothing in it and all the apps are in their default settings, so pretty neat. But yeah, it is a completely wiped computer. I guess we'll talk about these two computers here. So the first computer is this, which I recently made a video on. This is the Dell Dimension E521. This computer currently has an SSD in it running Windows 7, as you can see right here, fully operational. If you saw my YouTube short, yes, this is the 20-second bootable computer that boots the Windows 7 in 20 seconds without a hitch. So this computer is actually really nice. Over here we have this computer, which is actually this guy right here. This is a tiny Dell, or not a Dell, but a tiny digital signage computer that I got from a e-waste person that gave it to me. His dad worked at e-waste and he was actually planning on getting rid of a bunch of these, and I said, hey, do you have like a digital signage computer? He's like, oh yeah, we got like a bunch of them that we're getting rid of apparently at my dad's work, and I ended up with this one. This did originally come with Windows 10 Enterprise, but it ran so badly that I actually put a copy of Linux Mint on it. And if there's any distro of Linux that I would recommend to anybody to get started with, this would be it. Linux Mint is pretty user-friendly, very easy to use. It is super easy to learn where everything is. If you look at the start menu, it looks a lot like Windows 10. But yeah, so you can customize it to how you want. It's very good, and I put it on this digital signage computer because it's a computer with an Intel Celeron in it, so it wouldn't be running super hard anyway. Plus, running modern programs isn't great. This is actually a clean install. I just finished this. I'm actually trying 22.1 Cinnamon. I was running 21.5 for a while, but I wanted to try the newer Cinnamon version of this, and it actually looks really nice. It's very much more modern and up to date. Now we're coming to the computers that are not currently in use or being getting rid of, which is this computer right here. This disappointment of a computer. This is an HP all-in-one computer that I got back in 2019. My parents bought this for me as an early birthday gift slash like congratulations, you made it through your first year of high school kind of gift. It's very cheap. It was pretty crap. It was only good at one thing, web browsing, and sometimes it actually wasn't even good at that because it couldn't play more than 1080p HT video, and on a bad day you'd be stuck at 720 with it buffering every now and again. So this thing was a whole pile of crap, and that's why it's sitting on the floor in shame. I took its hard drive out and its RAM. Its hard drive is actually sitting here. It's this WD Blue drive right here, and its RAM is one of these RAM sticks that is in this drawer here. I would have loved to actually pretty much basically reinvent this computer by putting an SSD in it, but HP in their wisdom decided to be a great idea to drive lock their computers so you can only boot off of their mechanical hard drives that were pre-installed in them. And since it was drive locked, it basically doesn't operate without the Windows 10 operating system that came with it. And since I wiped all these drives, this machine is basically bricked now and it doesn't do anything. It won't boot properly, can't get into a boot EFI manager, can't really do a whole lot of anything with this thing. So it is definitely going to get recycled, which it's what it should have deserved way long ago. And there's also a Dell dock that I had that I also got from somewhere, and that is also going to e-waste. There are actually two other computers that I can talk about. There is a Dell, and I think it's a Inspiron unit. They're either a Dell Inspiron or a Dell Optiplex. I think Optiplex unit. That computer is currently at my dad's work serving a file systems unit. Basically, it's just a storage for all of my dad's. My dad's a martial arts teacher. He has to write down all the stuff that his students are currently working on, what belt rank, how many tips they have. So that basically is just a file management system computer. Eventually, I was actually going to have this computer, the little tiny one right here, be its file management system computer, but there was a bit of problems, and Windows runs really badly on this thing, so I just didn't bother. But that computer was given to him a long time ago when this computer crapped the bed one day, and we had to have a solution, so that was the solution. It has a copy of Windows 10 Pro, which we do know the license key for, and basically that computer has just been given to us, and if we find another way to move the management system over to a Mac version, because my dad has a MacBook and he'd rather have all of his stuff on there, then the computer can come home and I can play with it and have it and whatnot. There is also one other computer that's there. That's my dad's old personal work machine. It was an old ZT unit back from 2012. I actually have the Windows 7 copy installation disc, the original copy of it, in a drawer over there somewhere. Eventually, I would love to completely reinstall Windows 7 on that machine with a fully functional Windows key, because this key does actually work. Well, as you can see, it's in its ribbons mode right now. I tried getting Windows activated on there, but I tried every other method. I tried the phone method, and just it won't activate for some reason. It just keeps erroring out. So that computer probably won't have an active copy of Windows at any point. I do have to reinstall Vista on this, which is what it originally came with, to get a new BIOS update for a board that's only meant for Windows 7. And apparently this machine originally had Windows XP on it, which was strange, but I do want to get the newest BIOS version on this computer so it's up to date, functional, and allows more opportunities to play around with stuff. But yeah, that's basically my computer collection. So out of all those computers, which I think is a total of, let's see, I'm not including my iPad in this count, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 1, 2. Oh wait, hold on. Dell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 computers that I technically will eventually own. Technically, I only own 6 of them right now, but 6.5, because we're counting that desktop machine, half a computer for me, because I've worked on it and I've installed an SSD in it, so it can last a lot longer. But yeah, that's basically my computer collection. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want specific specs, I can probably list them down in the comments section if anybody's worthing asking. This one I'll have to get more details of, the mini computer, because I don't know the specs off the top of my head, because again, it was just a find that someone gave me. But that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and until next time, peace. High five.